Okay. Okay. We back. Do you need help? Ooh, a Starburst. I dropped a Starburst on the ground. Found it, don't worry. I am in full neon 80s attire. I'm like wearing my onesie over my pants, so that's why I have my my mesh hoodie covering my waist, because I can't go out here looking like this, like that, y'all, like this. So anyhow, we're at Chicken N Pickle again. It's my sister's birthday, so we're celebrating here, and it's a little chilly. It's not like freezing, but it's chilly, right?
Yeah, it's a little chilly. I mean, not chilly enough to have a video like this, but it's just meshes the whole vibe I got going. So let's keep going with today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to do a big voiceover because of the copyrighted music in the background, but here we are walking up on Bear, getting ready for her party, her 80s themed party that only she and I are dressed for, but not according to Brandon. He's in it too, I guess, but they're embracing. And she definitely brought her own gifts for people to come to her party. They are socks, so it's just like buy one get one free. So every sock that she gives to somebody else, she's going to gift to a person in need, which is like really nice. Homeless people, people in need in shelters and whatnot, they really need socks, and that is often overlooked. So give people socks and give them gift cards to grocery stores so they can get whatever food they need, because they might not have teeth and they might not be able to eat the food that you give them, or they might not want the food you give them. They're still people too. But back to Bear. Back to Bear. And now here's my poor, unsuspecting brother-in-law. He's about to get roped into my sister Bear shenanigans. So you'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later, but I'm just going to let you know that they involve these balloons that she's taking out of the package. These, dare I say, poisonous balloons she's taking out of this package. Meanwhile, Brandon's over here cracking up because he's reading the Christmas card that I got for our father. Well, his father, it sounds weird when you say our, but I call him Dad. But anyway, this is what the card says. It says, I wonder if snowman farts smell like peppermint. That's a very curious thing to wonder, Mr. Pig. Enjoy the wonder and mystery of the holiday season. So my father-in-law is definitely like, he loves jokes. He's just like a big kid at heart. So when you get him cards, it has to make him laugh. And it did the body good. It did the soul good to hear him laugh when he got the card for Christmas. But that just goes to say, am I the only one who finds great difficulty in, like, what do you get your parents? I feel like that's the only time that you can say, what do you get the person who has it all? Because the person who has it all in this case is his parent, and he gave him, Brandon. But, you know, parents give their kids their all. So what do you give a parent besides good behavior or just like good grades in school? Brandon, is in school, so he's giving his dad that. I guess that's what you give him. You can't really wrap that, but it does feel weird, like when you see the daddies left out for Christmas and all the other holidays. They get left out. People, don't forget to give your daddies gifts. Cherish your daddies. They are important. Also, how do you sign the card to someone in your family? Do you say like, love Brandon or Brandon Farnington? You know what I'm saying? Do you say anything? Do you even sign it at all? Do you put a hug or a kiss? What does a man say to a man? You tell me, because that's what Brandon and I are talking about in this scene. Now, remember I told you to hold on to the poisonous balloons at the end? Well, here we are. So you got to use your own breath to blow out these balloons. And if you've ever blown up balloons before, you know it's a lot of huffing and puffing. And it's right around here he noticed, oh, it makes a weird noise, which is like, everybody wants to play with the weird noise, right? And my sister got a whiff of the chemical smell, and I'm sure they got a taste of the chemicals as well. But I mean, y'all, these balloons have belly buttons on the end. Like, that is so weird. That's how I know you shouldn't put your mouth on that. Like, but what other way is there to blow it up besides with your mouth? You have like a mini pump? Who has a mini pump to blow up balloons? And also, why is my sister blowing up her own balloons for her party? But also, on top of that, also, she bought her own decorations to her own party. I love it. She's like, I'm going to make sure this thing goes off without a hitch, and I'm with it. But right about here is where they notice that they're inhaling dangerous amounts of poison. It kind of reminds me when you're little and you have that little straw with that weird substance at the end, and you blow and make your own balloon, but you end up not realizing that you're actually huffing. Yeah, parents, watch the toys that you give your kids, especially if they're $1. Guess who came to play? Guess who came to play? She came to slay and stay. Her name is Tam. She came to play with the family of girls. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so you see this girl in the all black right here? Okay, we're not getting too close because she has definitely offended my husband's honor, and I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think I can defend the honor that she has offended, because you're about to see, she made my husband cry on the playground, y'all. Now, I couldn't record her beating him numerous times at this trash kickball game that they're playing, but I mean, she was impeccable. Husband celebrating because he actually made a basket. Look how happy he is. But like I said, I couldn't record all the many, many shots that he missed later and subsequently lost. But now, to move on from that pain, Bear decided, let's go take pictures. And I said, that's a good idea. Here I am directing, right? Because that's what I do. Call me Steven Spielberg or whatever. But I was like, now it's time to unleash the full potential of this outfit, y'all. So I was like, I got a onesie on underneath and I got to show the world. And it was around this time that we all noticed that I couldn't unleash the true power of the onesie. But I was like, let me just get in line anyway and struggle. It's not about you. It's about all of us. Let's all come together and hit. Can we hit pose number one? Now, number one potentially was awkward for everyone, but I still had to try and get it in anyway, because, like, that's what's, here it is. Here, forever. You and I forever. Right? Thanks, everybody, for, don't let go. Forever. Pose, click, next. So, like, what's the next picture, right? Should we be serious? Let's be serious. It's all side by side. No, can't be too, and click. Thank you for that. So, is there a goofy one? I don't know if that last one was goofy or serious, or let's just ensemble. Let's hit that 1, 2, 3, click, click. There it is, y'all. So I'm just taking video of this, if you couldn't tell. And me saying click is the shutter that I went through and stole the frame a little bit later. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. It was around this time that I had a moment. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you so much, Sister Bear. Like, we share the same face, we share the same DNA, and even my husband loves her. So exciting. I just noticed that a large amount of my friends remind me so much of my sister, a large amount of them. And then, like, my brother-in-law. It's like, what I'm trying to get at is, what is family? You know? Family is who you make it. Like, I got a whole brother when my sister got married, and I never grew up with a brother. So it was, like, tough for me to, I don't know, register, like, oh, you've got a brother now. And like with my best friend, I'm just like, oh my gosh, so many people remind me of you. Maybe that's why I gravitate towards them. But more importantly, my sister. A lot of my friends are older. They remind me so much of my sister. And we all come together and just play like this. Like, everybody knows everybody. It's like one big sisterhood. Who needs to be in a sorority? I'm in a sorority. And it's probably because I love the sisterhood. Oh my goodness, the holidays, y'all. And you see, Tamika is probably cackle. Tamika's probably the only person who can beat my husband, and he will respect them for it still. He'll respect himself and them. Also, side note, I am not afraid to shame. I'm not ashamed to say that I suck at basketball. The whole game is like a lot for me, like the teamwork, the instant individualism, the contact, you know, the different use of the upper body strength, the different way your sweat dries. You know, you got the basketball shorts on, you're real sweaty, and it's like swish, 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 like around the back of your knees and the upper part of your inner thighs. Ugh. And just, you're just running around in a tank top. You got all that momentum, and then you have to stop and take a break and switch halves, and then everybody gets confused. I swear, everybody gets confused with this. Like, now we're shooting at different ends, we're on different baskets, and the whole thing is just confusing. But either way, all I'm saying is that Tamika's the only one who can beat him, and he's just like not offended. Funny. See y'all next time.